All right, so I believe I've made this video here earlier, and I believe it was flipped, upside down, where it wasn't a center or a line with the camera, so you couldn't read it if you sit down in front of the camera to look to try to read it. You could not have read it. So I want to redo it, and I want to put this video up there because the other one doesn't really I don't like how you couldn't really see the readings. I was watching it and I'm like, oh my god, I did not notice that was happening. All right, so let's remake that video. Like, everything happens for a reason, and maybe that was my mistake, where what, for whatever reason that was for. All right, so let's reread this, and let's put it, and let's put this back up there into the put it back on YouTube. All right. So it says, only love is real. Nothing else exists. Americans are not that big on philosophy. We are very big on action. However, once we understand the reason for it, as we begin to understand more deeply why love is such a necessary element in the healing of the world, a shift will occur in how we live our lives, within and without. Only love is real. Nothing else exists. Americans are not that big on philosophy. We are very big on action. However, once we understand the reason for it, as we begin to understand more deeply why love is such a necessary element in the healing of the world, a shift will occur in how we live our lives, within and without. Only love is real. Nothing else exists. Americans are not that big on philosophy. We are very big on action. However, once we understand the reason for it, as we begin to understand more deeply why love is such a necessary element in the healing of the world, a shift will occur in how we live our lives, within and without. So what's going on here? Okay, so only love is real. Nothing else exists, right? Okay, so Americans are not that big on philosophy. They are not that big on thinking of love, or thinking the right way. We are very big. As a matter of fact, philosophy is really about you. Your philosophy is the way how you think about life. This could be good, and this could be bad or negative, the way how you think about life. So work on your philosophy. If you are, a negative person, that is your philosophy. That's the way how you see life, through your negative eyes, right? Your negative views. That's how you see life. And you could also see life through your, through your positive views, positive beliefs. Your, through your positive eyes, you could see life like that as well, right? So philosophy is really what it's really how you think about life, or how you think about leading your life, how you think about living in this world. That's your philosophy. Okay. Instead, we are big on action. That's true. Absolutely true. They are always telling us to do more, do more, do more, do more, do more. Okay. And he said, however, once we understand the reason for love, okay, as we begin to understand more deeply why love is such a necessary element in the healing of the world. So love is a necessary element in the healing of the world. So the world needs healing. Okay. He said, once we understand that, then a shift will will happen in how we live our lives, within and without. Because within, anything, whatever is going on in your mental world, is what's gonna go happen out there into the world, into the world, on the screen of space, which is the without, outside of you. So what's going on inside of you is what's gonna reflect and mirror back to you what's going on outside, right? So you create the world that you live in, and you do that through your thoughts, right? So here it says, only thing is real. She said only love is real. Nothing else exists. Just love. That's all exists is love, right? So Americans are not that big on philosophy. They're not big on thinking, okay? But they are big on taking action. We built up a world here. This world is like, I don't know if it's, Bob Marley said the West is overbuilt. I don't know if that's true, but it is, we have built up a lot of monuments and places and cities. We have built a lot. We put a lot of work in, and that happened because we are very big on action. We are big action takers. And she said, as we begin to understand more deeply why love is such a necessary element in the healing of the world, a shift will occur in how we live our lives. So that's it, folks. You know, we need to understand the reason for our love, and we do not understand the reason for our love at all. And the reason for our love is because love. The reason for our love is, and you know, because love is necessary. That's the reason for our love. Because the reason for our love is because love is necessary. It's a necessary element in the healing of the world. That's it. So the world needs healing, and love is the healer, right? And so we need love. So this is something that we must work on. We must work to develop. And this is what I believe. I believe love has to be developed. It's like prosperity. It has to be developed. You can't just have it overnight. One day you just get up and you just become a loving person. I do not believe that at all. I believe you must practice it, and it will develop over a period of time. You become more loving. And you're going to do that by changing your words, and you change your life. Use more loving, kind words. That's just my belief, my take on it. Okay, so the world needs healing, and love is the healer. And we need to become more loving ourselves. We need to become love. Be love. That's who we are, really, because we were born with love. And that has changed over a period of time, and we become more fearful than loving. All right. So I'm going to put this video back up there because the one earlier on, I mean, it's not bad, but you just couldn't read the words like this. How I'm looking at the words right now. They were like, to the side, weird, and you just couldn't read them. All right. So I'm remaking these videos. Both of them are good. It's just that one, you can actually see the words, and the other one, you would have to turn your phone a certain way to see the words, okay, on the screen. All right. So looking forward to see you in the next video. Bye-bye.